US Ambassador to NATO, Matthew Whitaker, has unleashed a blunt verbal offensive against Russia and China, just as Trump's ceasefire deadline for Putin draws near. Speaking to Newsmax, Whitaker launched into Putin's mindset, calling it irrational and dangerous. This shift in tone comes amid growing pressure on Russia ahead of Trump's Friday deadline for a ceasefire.
It's impossible to get in the mind of Vladimir Putin because it's sick and twisted and probably not logical.
Whitaker emphasized that Putin's war chest is running on fumes, sustained only by oil and gas exports. He claims Trump's next move is to choke that income stream with crushing tariffs on Russia's exports to India, China, and Brazil. It's a financial squeeze intended to cripple Putin's ability to fund the war.
He knows that his only source of income right now, in a major way, is his oil and gas exports. And if the United States of America, according to President Trump, sanctions those, puts significant impacting tariffs on his exports of oil and gas to India and Russia and China and Brazil, I think that's a significant move.
China didn't escape Whitaker's fire either. The ambassador accused Beijing of fueling the war in Ukraine, not just economically but militarily, through dual-use tech and drone components. Whitaker made it clear, if China wanted the war to end, it could end it tomorrow.
China certainly is facilitating this war and is allowing it to continue. If China decided that they wanted to be for peace and they wanted to stop the killing, I think this war would come to an end pretty quickly.
Whitaker revealed that President Trump personally directed him to coordinate the sale of US weapons to NATO allies, which are then transferred to Ukraine. The US is not just back in the NATO fold. Trump's White House is using NATO as an arms conduit while branding it a platform for peace.
President Trump asked me to coordinate the sale of American armaments and weapons to our NATO allies, and to provide those weapons then to Ukraine through our NATO allies.
The bigger wild card is Trump's special envoy Steve Whitkoff, now headed to Moscow. According to Whitaker, Whitkoff's mission is clear: deliver Trump's ceasefire ultimatum directly to Putin. The goal is to stop the killing. But the tone sounds far from conciliatory.
He's going there this very soon, if he's not already there, to deliver an ultimatum. And that ultimatum is going to be to get a ceasefire in place. The time is now. Stop the killing.
At the same time, Whitaker defends Trump's motives, calling him a peacemaker. But with every peace deadline comes another weapons deal. Critics now ask, is this about peace or about profits and power?
President Trump wants peace. He's a peacemaker. He ended the Cambodia-Thailand conflict. He ended the India-Pakistan conflict. He ended the 12-day war between Iran and Israel. And so President Trump is averaging about a peace deal a month right now.
Whitaker argues that diplomacy is the only way out, yet continues to emphasize advanced US weapons as a difference maker on the battlefield. The message seems split: sell arms to NATO, push peace with Putin, and play both sides of the geopolitical chessboard.
These important, sophisticated, top-notch, top-of-the-line weapons that we're going to sell to our European allies and will be used on the front lines in the Ukraine war will be a difference maker. But at the end of the day, again, we need to stop the killing.
With Trump's Friday deadline closing in, all eyes are now on Moscow. Will Putin concede? Will China intervene? Or is this just the latest phase of a carefully orchestrated strategy where weapons fuel diplomacy and diplomacy sells more weapons?